And now for something completely different. What's up, Raider Nation? How we doing today? What is going on? How's that for an intro now, huh? I love it. Absolutely love it. Shout out to Savage, Raider Savage for setting me up with that from the cage match, him and Asylum 77. Make sure you guys get over there and check them out. Uh, did a wonderful job with it. Absolutely love it. It is, isn't it, Jason? So let's just rip through the chat here. Robert Pena, how you doing today, brother? Coming in with the Raiders. Sacktown Mike, how we doing? How we doing? Raider Paul, what's up, brother? How we doing today? So Cal Sal, what's going on? Chris for Raiders, what's up, my brother? There's Jason, what's going on? Keep this. I know. I wish I could have it playing in the background. Um, but I know I would get copyrighted for that, and that would be the end of that. So I'll just play this in the background for you, so you get a little mood music in the background. What's up, Raider Ben? What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing? So, just figured I'd come on for a little bit. I've been dying to play the intro. Um, for the show, just to kind of play around with it, see what everybody thought. I know I played it last night on the outro on the Raiders Coast to Coast show last night. So I don't know if anybody saw it last night, but I was dying to play it yesterday, so I played it at the end, and I like it. I like it a lot. I did get a copyright message on it, and but it's only being blocked in Russia, so fuck that. I don't care. I'll still keep using it until they say otherwise. Oh, Coach Gravy, what's up, Gravy? How you doing, brother? I was just popping in for a little while today. Just talk about what's going on with the club type stuff, and just getting everybody updated on what's going to be happening tonight. We're going to be doing the same type of show tonight that we did last Friday night. We'll be going on 9 o'clock Eastern time, so that'll be about 6 o'clock on the Pacific. Probably going to be in front of a long haul tonight. I know Leo's going to come on at the start with me. Rundowns messaged me, so it looks like he's going to be popping in and out tonight. Turf is away again this weekend, so I'm just holding down the fort until he's back to doing his normal thing on Friday night. So just while he's away, I'm giving this space where people, can come on and get on the show and, talk the Raiders, man. Talk Raiders, talk whatever we want to talk about. I know last week Chris for Raiders was on with me for a while. Leo, I'll be rated 10. Jay, just Raiders baby, was popping in and out. Coach Gravy and Gabe showed up in the middle of everything, and they stuck around for quite a few hours. A lot of people stayed in the chat for a good chunk of it Friday night. But that was a total marathon, man. We started at 9 o'clock. I was on from 9 o'clock Friday night all the way till 6:30 Saturday morning. So it was a pretty lengthy show. So we're gonna try and do it again. Try and run it back like Jay just said. I'm gonna give it the old college try and see what we can do. And I watched some of it back, and like I skipped ahead, and I could see the phases of my status throughout the night. I had my baseball jersey on, the hat, and as the time went on, you could tell it was getting later and later because the baseball jersey came off, the hat came off at one point, and then it gets to be so late in the house that I have to switch over to my headphones, so it's not playing over the speaker on my laptop, so it's just playing in my ears, so I'm not keeping anybody else up in the house. I have to talk a little bit softer when it gets to that point. But yeah, I'm definitely seriously going to consider doing this again tonight, running this shit back and going for it. Let me just get through the rest of this. You're Graven heard Hell's Bells in a minute. Yeah, it's a good song, man. Can't beat it. What's up, Raiders? Food Chris, what's going on? Arnie, what's up? What's up? Gunsmoke, what's going on, brother? Days ahead. Yep, I'm gonna give it a shot tonight, Jay. We'll see. Dixon, what's going on, man? So, Cal, it's like a yeah, it's like a telethon. Remember? Yeah, yeah, definitely. I remember the old telethon days. Don't see that shit on TV anymore. And PBS might still run them on some other public broadcasting channels. Yeah, true. Now everything's a GoFundMe. You're absolutely right. What's up, Darita? What's going on, brother? Uh, Average talented free agents are at 8 to 10 million, so just 8 star players. Rest of our roster, draft picks and undrafted free agents, and 2 teams for their contracts. Yeah, anybody that watched our show last night, the Raiders Coast to Coast, myself and LV Raider 10, make sure you guys get over and check out his channel too. That sub and notification. Um, I put him onto it last week. There's in that same website that we use for the mock drafts. There's a section in there where you can manage the team, where it will show you who's a free agent, who you want to cut, who you want to keep, who do you want to restructure their contract, um, and then next phase it allows you to actually make offers to these free agents that are on the roster, and then once you pass that, then you can start going and offering contracts to free agents from other teams. And I know he saved it. He's got the screenshots. I don't have them of what we did last night and who we brought in. See what they offered. It was actually pretty cool. But we did that first. So what we did was we did the free agent moves, the free agency moves, and then we went and did a mock draft right after that. But we based our needs in the draft off of how we did the free agency, and what we accumulated there, and what now we've selected for immediate needs going into the draft. And it was a pretty interesting draft that we finished up with too. Um, just to hit some of the high points that I remember from last night, we did pull over a linebacker. We got the linebacker from Philadelphia, Braun. So we did get him in free agency through that contract. We re-signed Chason. We re-signed Spillane. I believe we did Kuntz. We got Mooring back. Um, we also brought over who was the offensive lineman we brought over? I forgot who it was now, but we did get a free agent offensive lineman. Uh, we didn't do quarterback. We did do a wide receiver. We brought Mac Hollins back. I can't remember I think we did a running back. I don't remember if we did or not. I think if we did, I think it might have been not. Oh no, it wasn't. It was oh my god, the kid from San Fran, Mason. We grabbed him in free agency, and we got him on the cheap end too. But then in our draft, I kind of remember a few of the picks. With our number 6 pick, we took Mason Graham, is what we did. Uh, Then I believe we came back in the second round. I think we took Dart. Then we took Henderson was still there, running back at our third pick. I know we took a wide receiver. I can't remember who that was. I know we took a second running back. I think we ended up taking Scatterbo. But then we took offensive line. We took another defensive line player. I can't remember if it was edge or tackle. We did take some secondary help, and I think we did grab a linebacker or two. So, I mean, all in all, with what we picked up in free agency and what we did in the draft was actually pretty cool. So if you go back and watch our show from last night, you'll see what we did. That was fun. He kind of mastered how to figure out the manager side of it between last week and this week. So he did a hell of a job running that last night. So I give all the credit to him on figuring that out. Let's see. Generator, I'm on that CB Will Johnson train and Mason Graham. Yeah, definitely do. I want Mason Graham more than anything right now. Jeff is going to sing tonight. You also make sure to tap in. I am not singing. Hey, Ryan, what's up, man? I know some of you guys were ready for the show at 3 o'clock, but something came up. I had to push it back. So I apologize if you were in the channel waiting for it to start. I know it was kind of a last minute that I had to pull back out of that and move it to this time. So I figured come on for maybe hour and a half, take a break, and get everything set up for the Tonight Show at 9 o'clock. So I figured, come on, just chit chat. Jeff, really, who was your choice as veteran QB? We can't afford Donald. I really don't want to bring in a veteran quarterback. I said it last night on our show. I said, if everybody's saying that Chip Kelly is like this mastermind offensive coordinator and what's his name? Graham is such a quarterback whisperer, and they can work with anybody. Is what's been said. I didn't say it. Other people have said it. Other analysts have said this. If they can make it work, if they're the quarterback gurus or quarterback whispers, why can't they make it work with AOC 12? What's to say they can't? I don't see why we would need to spend it, because we're going to need the salary cap money to even think about bringing back the guys we want that's on the roster now. That's free agents, and to bring in players that's going to help us in free agency. You bring in a quarterback like Sam Darnold with the amount of money that he's going to want or demand, that's ridiculous. Even some of these other quarterbacks, like even trading, I don't agree with trading for a free agent quarterback. I want all the possible picks that we can get in this draft. I don't want to lose a single goddamn pick to do any type of moving up or trading to get a quarterback. I just don't. There's free agents out there we can take a shot on that aren't going to be expensive. If we're going to take a chance at this point, I guess I'd have to jump on board with he didn't say in this, but Fields. He's going to be the cheapest out of all of them, pretty much. That way that you can keep your draft picks. And I totally do not agree with trading away our draft picks to move up and get the number 1 or number 2 spot to grab Ward or Sanders. I think it's just stupid. It's just a dumb move. No, I am not doing karaoke. Absolutely not. No, he can make all the polls he wants. I don't care. I don't care if it's 100% say I'm going to sing. I ain't singing. It's going to happen. If we don't sign Mooring, Denver is looking at chops. Yeah, we got to sign him. Who would you cut or trade from our roster to create more cap space or don't fit this team anymore? Oh, that's easy. I can give you 2 names off the top, 3 names off the top of my head. Diablo, we're not re-signing. Parham, I would let go. Andre James, I would try and trade him for whatever you can get. I don't care if it's a bag of Skittles, whatever. Parham gone. Minshew gone. Ritter gone. I mean, we got to come to grips that we're not going to be able to sign all our defensive players that we want. I mean, you think about it. You've got Chason, you've got Butler, you've got Kuntz, you've got Spillane, Diablo, Hobbs, Mooring, Palomao. I mean, that's 8 right there that I can name off the top of my head. You know, I'm sure there's probably some that I'm missing too, but you're not going to be able to re-sign all of them, and some of them you don't want to re-sign. You know, Jay, I'm gonna freaking boot you out of here. Really, they had a shooting there? I know somebody took a can to the head. I think it was the GM. Somebody said, "Arnie, that's a good intro to that. Thank you. I appreciate that." We have a club store up now. So if you want one of these spiffy little hats right here, you can go to this link and you can go to our club store. And on that store, we have the baseball hats. We have the winter hats that I wear. We have a couple of different shirts right now. And we have these lovely, we got it down. We have the magnets. You can put them on your car, fridge, wherever you want to put them, but we have these on there also too. And it does have the QR code on these magnets. That'll take you to the link for all our social media that's on there for the club. And every time a package gets sent out too, it'll have a little business card that has the QR code on it too. So you'll always have access to it. And then you keep that card, and if you're around other people that are Raiders fans and you know they start talking about stuff, you can just show them that card. They can scan it with their phone, and it'll take them to everything that we have with the Booster Club. It'll get them to the YouTube channel, and then from there they can branch off from that and see the different people that I interact with. So that'll also drive traffic to those content creators channels also too. So that's the main goal, is to help spread the word to everybody. It's not just, you know, for me and the club, it's everybody. So like I said, the hats are on there. On the shirts, there is limited right now quantity and size. Once those run out, we are going to be designing a new shirt that will go on there. There are some other items that are going to be added as we go along to the store. Let's see. Am I in London? No, I am not in London. I'm in the United States. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in New England, not in England. Let's see. Do you know that Jimmy G and the Dax account for $25 million in dead cap? Is he really still on there? Oh, you're talking about Devontae Adams. Yeah, Jay, that off-season manager is pretty fucking badass. There's so much you can do with it. You know, like I said, Nate kind of really figured that out for sure. Does a hell of a job doing that. Yeah, that's it. Roseman, he got hit with a bear in the foot and split him open. Yeah. What's your opinion on Taylor Elgismont, QB talent? I don't know much about him at all. Curtis Rock, that's who we drafted last night, late in the draft on when we were playing around with it, just to give some sort of competition in the quarterback room. You probably didn't catch it. What's up, Desert Raider? What's going on? That's right, 3-day weekend for most of you. It's a 3-day weekend every day for me. What's up, 805? What's going on, man? What's good, Jeff? Just checked in to see Shador is no good at 6. Now I'll check out and come back when the comments calm down. All right, Chris, I'll see you later on tonight, man. What's up, Eric Raiders hater? What's going on? Yeah, fridge magnet, car magnet, whatever's metal, it'll stick to. It is strong enough to put on the car. I've had those now for about a month and a half, 2 months, and it's been on the back of the car even during the winter with the snow. And I've actually taken it through the car wash already, and it hasn't come off. So that's a good thing. Eagles president got hit in the head by a beer can. You can even see the mark it left on his forehead when he gave a speech. Oh, he actually did a speech after that too. God bless him. He's a fucking trooper. Decision: trade Tyree Wilson or re-sign Chase on Coots. Oh, I bet Tyree. He is another one that we can trade away. My choice of starting opposite of Max at this point, I would have to go with the Chase on, the guy that finished the season in that spot. Cooper DeJean hit with a can too. Oh, the chain. Jesus Christ. You're fucking Philly, man. You're fucking violent. What kind of season do you expect from AFC 12 if he starts under Chip Kelly's offense? I mean, I'm still predicting us to be anywhere from 5 to 7 wins. Anything above 7 is, as far as I'm concerned, is just absolutely awesome. Now, I'm not sitting there saying that we're going to have an immediate fix and we're going to be shooting for a playoff spot next year. If we are, then that's great. I mean, in realistic terms, based on what we've got for talent on this roster now and how many holes we need to fill, I don't see us having a Redskins style season like they did this past year. Everything just perfectly aligned for them. I don't think we're gonna. It'd be great if we do fall into that same situation where everything lines up perfect and it's like somehow the luck is on our side for the entire season and everything's going well. That's great, and if not, then back to the drawing board for next year. Pick up some more talent and just keep adding the talent, keep adding the depth, and just keep this thing rolling for the time that we've got these coaches in house. I don't see, even if we have a real shitty season, I can't see them coming out and saying, well, we're firing the coach and hiring someone else. I think the fans of this team would fucking snap. I don't think they can handle it. Philly fans, keeping it classy as usual. Yeah. What's up, Mo Valreda? How you doing, brother? Just far enough away so the comments don't kill me. Just getting everything fired up for Jeff. Well, I'm going to get it fired up again right now because I want to play something that, where is it? I put it in the chat at the beginning, but I'm going to copy it and throw it in there again. But I'm going to play it here on the screen for everybody to watch. So give me 1 second. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that comes in and throws a flashbang in the room to get everybody woke up and fucking pay attention. What's up, EC What's going on, brother? All right, so you put this in. And so I can share it.
Tape and feel like, okay, what can I improve? That's where I see. I'm able to see, okay, the flaws in my game and what I got to get better at, and what will make me a very flawless quarterback and will help me exceed at the next level. So I can't look up to nobody because those are the people I'm playing against. I can't idolize somebody I'm about to play against. Like, that's not, to me, that's not a thing I would do.
I like that outlook. I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
that's a good way.
I mean, my dad, the best player that ever played the game. Like, you think I got other people I look up to like that? Nah, he done did it. So if it's anybody outside of him, then that's a little bit disrespectful.
If you could just model yourself after a couple of guys, who are the guys you watch the tape and you say, I want to be able to do that at the NFL level?
I watch my own tape and feel like, okay, what can I improve? That's where I see. I'm able to see, okay, the flaws in my game and what I got to get better at, and what will make me a very flawless quarterback and will help me exceed at the next level. So I can't look up to nobody because those are the people I'm playing against. I can't idolize somebody I'm about to play against. Like that's not, to me, that's not a thing I would do.
I like that outlook. I've never heard that before.
All right. I just, me, he's putting up the narrative. Who's putting up the narrative? And that's kind of what I got from that too. The EC Everett. If you just listen to him, but yeah, I'm sold. Draft him. Oh God, I somebody sent me the Silver Smoke sent me that earlier today in the text. He goes, check that out, and I started watching. I was like, oof. So I threw it into the Instagram chat that I'm on with the guys from the Raider Connection. So Jay and Leo and LV Raider 10. I just put it up. I didn't say a word. I just posted it, and Jay and Leo went off. They just started. I just sat there and just watched all that. I wasn't even doing that. I was back in the studio here trying to get things set up for this, and the two of them just started firing off like crazy. I mean, oh my God! By the time I came back, I had like 20 missed messages when I looked at it, and there's Nate, LV rated 10 in the middle of it, trying to defend or stick up for like Jackson Dart and everything, and these two just started hammering them. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, damn. So then they started coming after me. I said, all I did was post the video. I didn't say a word. I didn't comment on it. I just posted the screen, the link, and it popped the video up. And then they just laid into him. So I mean, I did feel bad for Nate that he was bearing the brunt of that. But it was funny. It was funny to read the comments from the two of them, just ripping on Nate and how Shador is still the greatest thing out there since sliced bread. I don't even think he even knows how to slice bread, to be honest with you, after listening to him talk. But I'm sorry if you're not opening to watch other people's game film to learn on how they do things. I'm sorry, but that's another knock on him, if you ask me. I mean, that video's out there. It was on ESPN. People will make of it what they want. I didn't say a fucking word. Like I said, I just posted it and I just listened to it and I gave a oof. So I'm listening to it going, wow. All right, so let's see what other people make of this now. It just, yeah. You know what, Arnie, I agree. It is kind of like fool's gold. Jay still posted in the chat too. He said, "I just threw another frag grenade into the fucking." But then I made the comment in the chat. I said, where is it? I gotta put it back in. I gotta say what it is. I said, I just posted a video. You guys all came in and fired off a full broadside barrage of cannon fire. I'm just sitting here reading it all, dodging cannonballs. I said, just shows how much doubt you got that you have to defend him so fiercely. I mean, they were. If we were in the same room, I mean, I think they'd be throwing shit at me. That's how mad they were on that. I still find it was fucking comical. So it was definitely worth it. Bro, we explain why it's good to view your own stuff to see how you improve. Yeah, but not the way he said it, though. It's just the way he said it was weird. It's the ego from his props. Yeah, you're right. Trudeau will be the MVP and win a Grey Cup in the CFL. Brady even said back in his days he learned from other QBs and watched tape. Yeah, you have to. You have to. You can't sit there and say, "I watch those guys and I watch my own tape." All right, yeah, watch your own stuff too, but be open-minded. You watch other players in your position, you might pick up on traits that they do that could help you. I don't get it. What's up, yeah? What's going on, man? If Tom Brady's son was 21 in QB, I bet everyone will draft him. Who knows? The best tape should watch is Minshew. No love. Not for Shador. I'm sorry. Urated fans was right. We did lose in the Kansas City Chiefs, but we will win the Super Bowl next year. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, Eagles are the team to beat now, not the Chiefs. Rafa, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother? Let's see. You can also watch your own stuff to improve. He said he wouldn't watch anyone that competes now. Plus, he looks up to his dad. Well, his dad didn't play quarterback, so that doesn't mean anything. I wonder if he watches the QB coach to get better. I don't. What's your thoughts, LV10? What's your thoughts on Shador? What do you think? Should I play the video again? Should I put it out? Thomas Drukin, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. You got love for Scatterbo. I would go Scatter over Genty. Oh, I don't want Genty. I'm not. I'm at number 6. Absolutely not. I'm not up for it. Nope. Let's see. Chiefs fans can't wait to talk about their Chiefs. They can talk about their Chiefs, but it's going to be met with rhetoric and ball busting because they absolutely sucked on Sunday. Should have seen this as a narcissist. He talks in the third person. Look, I'm doing some football research, and I'll do a live at 10 Eastern time. Now I know who to pick to back me up at a fight, not Jeff. Oh, in a fight? Oh, I got your back. Like a physical fight? I got you. We still can't let the Creeps fly under the radar next year. They must be dethroned. The kingdom must fall. Absolutely. Yeah, because, I mean, with the Chiefs, first of all, they need to lose the division. Someone needs to. The only way that the Chiefs are not going to be in it next year is if they do not finish first in the AFC West. And that's why I say what we do inside the AFC West next season is a bigger deal than how we finish at the end of the season. Because if we're not making headway in our own division with those 3 coaches and those 3 quarterbacks and those defenses, we got a problem. So if we don't show improvement within our own division, it's all for waste at that point. Not for waste, but we need to knock the Chiefs off the throne in the AFC West first. Do what? What am I doing? Oh, you want me to play it again? All right, I can do that. All right, so anybody that's just popped in, I'm gonna play this video again. Just so people can hear how he sounds and what he's talking about. And here we
just model yourself after a couple of guys. Who are the guys that you watch the tape and you say, I want to be able to do that at the NFL level? If you could just model yourself after a couple of guys, who are the guys that you watch the tape and you say, I want to be able to do that at the NFL level?
I watch my own tape and feel like, okay, what can I improve? That's where I see. I'm able to see, okay, the flaws in my game and what I got to get better at, and what will make me a very flawless quarterback and will help me exceed at the next level. So I can't look up to nobody because those are the people I'm playing against. I can't idolize somebody I'm about to play against. Like, that's not a thing I would do.
I like that outlook. I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
that's a good way.
I mean, my dad, the best player to ever play the game. Like, you think I got other people I look up to like that? Nah, he done did it. So if it's anybody outside of him, then that's a little bit disrespectful.
If you could just,
It doesn't get old. I'm sorry. Oh God. He doesn't trust me anymore. Aw. What's up, Tyler? No way Pete wants Sanders as the leader of this team. I don't think he's. I, I don't think he's leadership material, if you ask me. I mean, but I guess I've just got issues, I guess, from what I've been told. But we'll see. Again, explain to me why we would take him and pass on somebody like Mason Graham. Please, someone just tell me that. Let's see. Raiders will need to trade up as Giants, Browns want him. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing more and more now. Let's see. Titans are only team that will trade their number one pick this coming draft. Possibly. I know that they were talking about it. I don't know how true that's going to be now. We'll see. Tune in tonight. Jeff and Nate on a tag team match versus Cheeto Linus and myself. No holds barred. Falls count anywhere. You don't want none of this. Do you think we should get a player in free agency who would be good enough to be a bridge QB? Yeah, as long as people need to understand what a bridge QB is, okay? So first of all, bridge QB is somebody that is going to be here extremely short term. You're not going to pay a shit ton of money for them. And someone like Donald is not going to be a bridge QB. Well, I mean, that'll be the intent, but the amount of money you got to pay him to get him here in the first place is just going to be astronomical, and it's a waste of our salary cap. That's why I just said a little bit earlier, some of you weren't in here yet. If Pete Carroll and Patrick Graham. Oh my God, I can't think of the guy's name now. Why am I drawing a blank? Holy shit, the quarterback coach. Olsen? Yeah. If they're supposed to be, quarterback whispers and all that other shit, they should be able to make it work with no matter who the quarterback is back there. So why can't they do it with ALC 12? With the amount of money that he's getting on this, he's still on a rookie contract. Talk about saving money. Then you get rid of some of the other quarterbacks in the QB room right now. You get rid of Minshew. You get rid of fucking Ritter. You draft a rookie. It's shit like that that's going to save us money. And then instead of you drafting somebody like Shador in the first round, you go with the best player available. And if it's a defense, hopefully you take him. So if Mason Graham falls to us at number 6, you take his ass. If it's Genty, then you know what? Then that's where I would seriously consider trading out of the number 6 and talk to Dallas first. See what you can get from them. You're only going to move back 6 picks. You're going to move back to number 12, gain some more draft equity. And then at number 12, is it a far stretch at number 12 to grab Jackson Dowd at that point? Or do you still wait until the second round to take him, knowing that he may move up? Again, you've still got the combine coming up. You got free agency coming up. The pro days these guys are going to have before the draft. So it's going to be to the point where these guys are going to slide up and down the rankings, prior to the draft. So, I mean, there's a good chance that you could see somebody like Dart, if he has one hell of a combine and pro day, he could fall into the very late first round. I mean, it's a possibility. They're already talking about it. I'm even hearing rumblings out there from some of these analysts that he may even be the second best quarterback out of this draft behind Ward. So we have to wait and see. I mean, do I want to take him at number 6? Not right now. I don't. I don't think he's earned that spot yet to move up to number 6 and take him. I mean, I think that might be a little bit of a reach, but if you want to get him, that may be what you have to do. Back to the chat, yeah. People want Will Johnson if Mason is gone. That's a very good possibility. I mean, that's the type of play he likes too. I'll be happy with either Mason or Johnson. I would be too. There's a few players that I would be ecstatic if we got at number 6. Abdul Carter, but I know he's going to be gone. Mason Graham, chance he won't be there. Will Johnson, good chance he'll still be there. T-Mac, 50-50. And then, what's that offensive tackle's name? I can't think of his name now. I think he's from LSU. I think he's the one that they're looking at the Patriots possibly grabbing. Any one of those I'd be fine with in that at that number 6. Tell you who I wouldn't be fine with at number 6 because I don't think you're not getting your best value at a high draft pick, and that's a quarterback at number 6. I just don't see it. I don't think any quarterback in this draft is worth it. Full on WWE match. You want me coming off the top rope? I'll kill you. I just don't want Raiders to overpay. No, and I agree. I don't want them to overpay. Is going before second round. I'm starting to have that feeling there, Jason. I think Pats and Jags will take Graham. There's rumors that the Patriots are looking at it too. The Patriots, I know of, need 2 things. They need offensive line, and they need a number 1 wide receiver. That's why I don't know if they would take Graham. They may take him just because of his actual ability and what he is. Even though it's not an immediate need for them, but they may just take him just for that one reason, just like we should take him just for that one reason because he's that good. And I mean, you have a top-notch front 4 in that defense. That already puts us a leg up in our division. I mean, it'd be the best front 4 in the entire AFC West. No two ways about it. Because better than KC. Because KC didn't look that great on Sunday, that's for sure. If there was a quarterback that they really want in the draft, they should go for it. But if not, there will be other great players we can take instead of a quarterback. I absolutely agree. Pete Carroll was able to turn Geno Smith into a half-decent QB. He could make Sanders even better. Still not on that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course you would, Randy. You're a Broncos fan. Get out of here. Max Crosby is the only guy that stopped the tush push. Make it entertaining. Who do you think has the final say in Raiders draft picks? Who knows at this point? I can tell you who it's probably not, and it's probably going to be Mark Davis. So it's going to come down to the GM. I think it's going to be a collective thing here. I think it's going to be between Pete Carroll, Spytek, and Brady. Now, because Spytek and Brady have a relationship prior to, could it be they overrule Pete Carroll? But why would you do that to your coach? If your coach is really adamant about a certain player, why would you shut him out and not listen to him? If this is what he needs as his philosophy to run the team, to get it to where you as the owner and you as the GM want it to be eventually, why would you not listen to him and take the player that he really wants so he can fit him best into this team? And if it's not a quarterback, then why would you push back on that? I don't get it. I'm telling you, do your research on Tyler's show. Pronounced Shuck. Better arm talent and faster than Dot. That name came up last night too. I think when we were looking at the draft, I think that was the one. Was that we drafted at the end? That might have been him and not the other guy. Bill Birds, Eagles fan. Well, congrats on the Super Bowl win. You guys deserved it. You guys played a great game. Mark Davis gave the keys to Tom Brady to pick up future QB. That's why I'm kind of nervous they might trade the whole future. Well, that's just it. If you trade up, you can kiss this early part of the draft goodbye, because you lose your first round pick. So you'll just basically swap the first round pick this year. You probably lose your second. There's a good chance you'll lose your first pick next year, and maybe even more. It depends on how high that demand is. You can remember, if you're willingly wanting to move up to the number one to a team that wants that wants to trade, and they're willing to listen, they're going to ask the world from you to take that pick, to get that pick. So I can say right now, if we go to number one, it ain't gonna come cheap. Absolutely not. This is gonna put a dampener on how many players we can get in this draft. Either that or Spytek and Pete Carroll are gonna have to play magician and seriously get some extra picks, some more bang for the buck, to be honest with you, because I think you're gonna be kind of fucked when it comes to that. Sanders can be good, but if he picks up an ego trip like his dad, I would hate his guts. It's not a great year for QB. No, it's not a great year for QBs at all. He's just the benefit of being the top two right now in this draft on a really weak quarterback draft. I'm sorry. He already has an ego. Yeah, kind of. It might be 6th, 37th, and 68th next year. First, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of picks. Because that's one of our third rounders. That's our second rounder and our first rounder this year. So that would only leave us, our next pick wouldn't be until the third round. That sucks. That's not a good draft, because you're going to be really slow. You'll probably forget about a running back at that point. There's a good chance by the time you pick at number 3, you're going to be out of that. You're not going to get any top defenders. You're going to have a hard time building your old line through the draft. Losing 2 picks like that and then 1 for next year to get that quarterback. This kid better be, if that's the case, this kid better be tremendous, because I'll tell you right now, if it happens where we do something like that and we do that type of trade and it doesn't end up working out for him, I'm gonna go crazy on these shows, because I'm gonna be like, I fucking told you so. And I will be the first one to say it too. I'll be the first one to admit if I'm wrong too. If he comes in and he shines and he's a superstar and he's taking us to championships and Super Bowls, you know what? I was wrong and I apologize. But if it turns out to be a bad situation, I will say it first, man. I fucking told you so. See, SoCal. Sal, then I hope Sanders gets bowled over. Didn't like Dion with this showboat. Last year trade to the first, yes, not this year. It was a good class last year. Yeah, I would have given the farm last year. What did we have to lose at that point? Right now, you've got everything in the world to lose, because we are in a total restructure, rip down, tear down, whatever you want to call it. With a new head coach. Yeah, granted, I know AP was a new head coach, but this is a different type of caliber of head coach. This is a guy that can really work his magic and do something here with these picks. Is the championship? How did I miss this? No, it's Jay in his demented mind. We better be in playoffs if we trade our future. Yeah, absolutely. Keep it from Florida. Looks good. Which one you talking about? Oh, yeah, get out of here. You lost. Your season's over. Save money and maybe Jamarcus Russell comes. Another. Andy, don't be a boob. Crosby, thanks for tuning in. I know you're a Chiefs fan, but you're welcome, yeah. As long as you're not a dick. Make sure you guys hit those likes on the video. Anybody that's new, appreciate the hit on the sub. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'll keep this going for the future. So, I'm on TJ. What? Wow. Demented now, huh? Okay, bloodline rules now, buddy. Really, Chris? Come on. I'm on Team Jay and Leo. Let's get it. Oh, someone's getting a freaking suplex or a pile driver tonight. Kelsey looks like a Tinkerbell all of a sudden. No marathon life tonight. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see how long I can go. The goal to beat is 9 hours, so that's how long we were on last week, 9. So that doesn't mean I'm gonna go like 9 hours in 1 minute. If I'm gonna try and beat the 9, I'm gonna push for like 11. What I would like to do is, it would make more sense to do it this way, would be to start at like 1 in the afternoon, my time, and go straight through to 1 o'clock at night, and then go a little bit beyond that. Because then that you're talking 12 hours plus now. You know, it won't be as bad as when you start at night and then you go all through the night until the next morning. I mean, I logged off Sunday morning and the sun was already coming. I mean, Saturday morning, the sun was already coming up. Let's see what you football fans do after the Super Bowl is finished and draft is only in April. Boredom. No, there's enough to talk about. I mean, there's so much going on this off season. Mock draft goal is 35 players. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm done with the mock drafts, I think, for a little bit now. I mean, what we did last night was different because we wanted to incorporate playing around with free agents and re-signing and signing players from other teams, and then take that knowledge of what we did in that free agency, then go into the draft right after. That was Nate's idea to do the draft right after, and I think it worked out great because we drafted based on what we picked up in free agency and who we re-signed in free agency. Again, anybody that didn't see it, go back into my channel and you'll see the Raiders Coast to Coast from last night's episode. You'll see where we were playing around with the team manager, the off-season manager, signing, cutting, re-signing free agents, and how the salary cap changed. And in that system, it puts aside like $14 million that already gets deducted out of the cap for your drafted players, because they already come in with not basic, but they come in with set contracts basically. So that money's already taken into consideration and it is backed out of your salary cap already. So when you do your free agent moves, whether it's be re-signing your players or bringing in free agents from other teams, you have a definite dollar amount to work with before you draft. So you could take that down to zero and you're going to be good because you still got that money put aside to cover your what you do in the draft. I can't do till 4 a.m. anymore. I got a show tomorrow. Yeah, and you did one Saturday and you were fine. Marathon without eating? No. I was snacking all night long. I can't wait to see free agency frenzy. Yeah, I'm curious to see who we try and bring in, who we re-sign. That's going to be interesting. I mean, we can throw on these shows, we can throw our thoughts out there on like who we want to see come in as a free agent based on just what we think fits well with the team. But they're going to have a whole different take on it because, I mean, obviously they're in the position to make those decisions because it's what's going to be best for what they want to do with the team and what direction they want to go with, what schemes they're going to run offensively and defensively. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait for free agency to start. I think the combine is next week too, isn't it? I think it starts next weekend. You got to tap in tonight. It will be a good night. Jeff trying to jump off the top rope. Just me climbing up to the top rope is going to be fucking hilarious. Seems to me the best GM. Some people that probably just caught like a brief glimpse of the show probably thinks that we're actually going to do like a cage match on TV tonight. I mean, on air tonight. Yeah. Seems to me Seems to me the best GM approach is to fill the team via free agency and then best player available in the draft. If a couple guys are close, then lean towards need in the draft. Yeah, Desert Raid, I'll tap in for sure. Yeah, we'll be here. No, we'll be starting in 2 hours. So I'm probably going to get off in a few minutes, get something to eat for dinner, and relax for a bit, set the channel up, the studio up for tonight's show. Now, this show tonight is going to be just like it was when Turf and Rundown were doing it. I said this earlier, some of you weren't here. With Turf's daughter being in gymnastics for Minnesota, Golden Gophers, she a lot of the meets are on weekends and they're during these winter months, so he does a lot of traveling. So he left already yesterday. So he's already, I think he said they're at Ohio State, so they're competing at Ohio State this weekend. So he'll be going for the weekend. So I've been trying to fill the void on Friday nights, because on Friday nights, the show that they did was the two of them would come out and talk for a little bit, and then they would open up the show to let anybody in that wants to come in and be on camera, get in and actually be part of the conversation rather than just be in the chat. And so that's the same premise that we do when we're doing the Friday night shows. Like tonight, it's going to start off with myself, and I. What the fuck am I talking about? It'll be Leo, myself. I think Rundown is going to start it off with us, and then we'll open it up from there. Let everybody else in afterwards. But we'll post a link in the channel, so anybody that wants to come in can come in. Anybody that wants to come in, I know when Jay will be on later too with us. Anybody wants to come in and rip him a new one, go for it. He's a Shador Leva. What's up, OC Nation? How you doing, brother? What's he saying? I might try to get on with you guys if I can. We'll see. Oh yeah, man, without a doubt. You don't have to have an elaborate setup. I mean, some guys like Jack Kenna gets on, he's on his phone. There's a few guys that do it right from their phones. I know when I first started, I was doing it from my phone directly. So you don't have to have a ridiculous setup to get on with everybody. It's a simple cell phone. So, like I said, the link gets put in the chat and click and come on in. The only thing I ask is anybody that's coming in that wants to cast to their shows, that's fine. But just try and keep it to one platform, because someone came in, someone wanted to get in last week, and we had so many people on that were casting or streaming to multiple, multiple platforms, and I had to kick a couple of those. I kicked the ones that weren't YouTube, basically, just so other people could come in and, stream to their show. People that normally come on a Friday, like Chris 4 Raiders, he's usually on Friday nights with us, and he couldn't stream to his show, so to his channel, because we're trying to, spread the love with getting the views for everybody in the the subscriptions. Like, make your way over to LV Raider 10's page, to his channel. Hit that subscription and the notifications, because usually whenever I'm on, he's on nights with our shows. Same thing with Jay at Just Raiders Baby, and then Leo at Cheetolinas. The four of us are on the Raider Connection on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. So if you hit the notifications for us, anytime one of us are on, you'll get that notification that we've gone live. Or that we're scheduled to go live too. Let's see. Yeah, I hate to put restrictions on it, but we only have so many slots on these channels or on these streams. So it in all fairness, it just makes it easier. When it's early and there's hardly anyone on, I don't care. But as it gets later and more people come in and want to be on, and give them the chance to stream to their channels, I just ask that everybody just keeps it to the one platform, and that would be awesome. No, you're not gonna rip me a new one. Fucking keyboard warrior right now. I'm in control because I got the voice. You got the ears. You got to listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, Nate, you should be there tonight. That'd be awesome. I'm going to be my tag team partner, apparently. I mean, supposedly we're in some sort of virtual fight with the other two. I don't think Leo even knows that he's in a fight tonight. I think it's just Jay talking out his ass. Yeah, you definitely use the YouTube ones. Yeah, I got a laptop and never streamed before, so we'll see if it works. It should work fine. That's what I'm on. I'm on my laptop. But I mean, my laptop's not just mine's a pure gaming laptop. Yeah, so see, I say that Leo doesn't even know, and here's Jay chatting it up in the chat with us in the he goes, I told Jeff right now we're gonna do a tag team match between us and Jeff and Nate for the Raider Connection tag titles. No holds barred, falls count anywhere for tonight's show. Oh my God, so lame. He agreed and thought. Yeah, Broncos. Yeah, what about them? Right, easy on the spamming, Rich. Let him move out. Take care, man. Jay's probably suffering sleep deprivation at this point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not yet. I will if I'm on this morning. This to like 4 or 5 a.m. again, and then get up at like 8 to do errands before the show. Hey, you still had a good show last week, even though you were tired or you appeared exhausted. You still had a good show last week. So I'm going to put this up again. Not the video. Just going to post this. That is the Booster Club store. So anybody that's looking for one of these spiffy hats that I have on, we've actually got with the beanies on there too. Nate wore his on the show last night with me on the Raiders Coast to Coast, so I'm very happy with that, and I thanked him for wearing that. That was awesome. And we got a few different T-shirts, and then we got the magnets that I showed too. So all that stuff is available on the store. There is shipping is $13. It's a flat rate of $13, no matter where you are in the continental U.S. So if anybody is in Mexico, or I don't know if that covers Canada or not. I don't know what if that would cover that or not. But if you're outside, I think, of the 50 U.S. states, it'll pop up and give you a message, and then I'll have to get involved directly, and I'll come up with other arrangements on a side note with you. If somebody's ordering in that fashion. Anybody that's watching this that is in the club, that lives local, I still have stuff on hand with me. So when we do host events for the club throughout this season, like the next one coming up, or the first one coming up is next month, is our annual billiards tournament for the Tomorrow fundraiser. So anybody that wants to, can donate to that, please do. We appreciate that. I can actually post this up right here. Boom. That is the tournament. It's March 23rd, 2025 at 12 o'clock at Bo's Billiards in Warwick, Rhode Island. I will also put up, I'm going to get the PayPal account. Hang on for that. I have a PayPal account listed in the bio here. Is it in the bio? Or did I put it in the links? I think I put it in the bands. I put it in the bands. That one there. What else have we got? W. Fuck, where the hell did it go? Shit, I can't find it now. Yeah, Broncos. Okay, we're criminals. Fuck, man. Why the hell can't I find this goddamn thing now? Bear with me here. I want to get it for you. I guess the play, I don't know who it was. Somebody just got released from Preston Smith from the Steelers. Found it. Okay. All right. This is the PayPal for the club for that post that I just put up. So if anybody wants to post or donate to that pool tournament, please do so. That would be appreciated. The Tomorrow Fund, what it is it's a organization that donates funds for families with young children that are going through cancer battles. It helps parents that have to, that are from out of state, not from the local area, with putting them up in places like hotels or whatever while they're here, so they can stay as close to their child as possible. Any travel arrangements or anything along that line. So they've been around for a really long time, this organization. So anybody that could donate anything towards that cause, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. So I think on that note, I'm an hour and 8 minutes into it here. I think I'm probably going to call it. So I can do some shit. I got to run out to the store before tonight. And yes, please do. Please check out that store. Make sure you follow us on all the different social media platforms we have too. There is, if you go to that Linktree account, that will take you to everything. All our social media platforms, it'll take you right to the store too. So it's got the store, it's got our club website, it's got this YouTube channel on it, X, Instagram, Facebook. It's a private group, but if you're a Raider fan and you want to join it, as long as it shows that, if I know you by name from being on here, I'll know exactly who it is. I'm the one that kind of accepts people in or allows them in, because it is a private group. So we try and keep out asshole Broncos fans, Patriots fans, Chiefs fans, all that shit. So just go ahead and do that. We greatly appreciate that. Any type of help we can get on, between followers, subscribers, anything along that line. Just trying to make this, expand the name, the Booster Club, and get more recognition for the club out there. And we've already picked up some new members local since we started doing all this. So, there's people out there that were searching for us but never knew about us, So, I mean, it's definitely working. It's doing what I want it to do. So since I've taken over as the president of the club, I've been really pushing the social media aspect of everything, really push the name of the club and get us more recognized out there. So, yeah, it should. Right now, I need the hours. So I'm just under. I'm about 800 hours away from getting there. Because once I can get to that, that'll help the club too, big time. So I mean that was the main goal with this, was to, that's why I don't do shows on Instagram or TikTok or X right now. I wanted to just concentrate on this platform only first, and then maybe branch out in the future, and then go from there. But yeah, the whole goal was to get this monetized for the club, and my whole goal is the president now of the club. I've been the acting president since about a year ago now, actually, but I got voted in December as the actual president going forward for the next 4 years. My goal was to increase our footprint in the social media, and my thing is to pay it forward now to the members of the club, that have been paid members for so many years. It's time to kind of give back to them. So that's the whole reason I've been wanting to do this, so we can do more for the members instead of, them always having to, fork money over for stuff and, things like that. So this is huge. This is huge. And we've sold stuff like merchandise to people throughout the country, but not at the scale that I'm envisioning this now. We never had a store before. It was always just word of mouth type stuff, and running to the post office and sending a couple things here and there every now and then. Now it's hands free, basically. It's being handled by the company that does all our merchandise. So everything's done in house by them. They handle all the shipping, they handle all the inventory, so certain things we have to buy up front, like the hats, anything like specialty items like the challenge coins. Those will be going on eventually too, within the next probably within the next month or two. The challenge coins will be on there. So, but we do have those. So these are just so you can kind of see what it looks like. So that's the coin. That's the heads. And we had these specially made for our 20th anniversary. That's the tail side. So just for size comparison, do I still have? You did have a penny over here. I don't have a quarter. No, it's not here anymore. I did have a penny over here, but I can't find it. Just to give you a size comparison. No go. So I'm just gonna hold it up to a cigarette lighter. Whatever. You get the gist of it. So hey, Jack, what's up, brother? So I'm going to sign off now. So make sure you guys stick around and watch the outro. So it's the same thing that I have for the intro, but I don't think any of you that came in late saw it. But it's a brand new video that Raider Savage did for me from the cage match. So make sure you guys check out the cage match. They're on Wednesday nights. They're on the 2 hours prior to our Raider Connection show. So you could always watch their show and then roll right into our show. This week, though, on the Raider Connection, we do have a special guest. We have Miss Peggy on with us this Wednesday night. So it'll be a good show as usual on Wednesday nights with the Raider Connection. But we'll be joined by Miss Peggy. We go on at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So, all right, folks, I will see you all in a couple hours at 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Pacific. And we'll have some Friday night fun. All right, Friday Night Live coming up. So I am going to take off for now, but stick around to the very end here and watch this outro. Take care, everybody. See you in a few hours.